Hi guys, James from DBG here and welcome to another video. This is another showcase video. It is the first video of 2020 and I thought I'd do something slightly different. I've just completed the first job of 2020 and normally I'd have everything laid out and we'll look at my look at the job as a whole, then look at some of my favourite pieces in the collection of miniatures, but since I'm having so much trouble with my camera focusing on stuff behind than what I actually want to show you guys, I thought what I'll do instead is I'll just pick out some of my favourite pieces already and just talk about those. Basically, I think it'll be a better video and there'll be lots of less me swearing at the camera. And since the work area won't be so crowded, because there's 53 miniatures in this whole job, so having the 12 odd on the table instead of 53 makes it, I would say, make a better job of it. So first of all, this is a continuation of the Deathwatch force I've been working on for a client for the past year or so. So yes, there's another 53 Marines. There's a nice selection of Marines. There's normal veterans, there's Vanguard, there's Terminators. I haven't thrown those in. As I said before, this is purely my favourite miniatures out of what the client has built and some of the miniatures I've never actually painted before. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, little note. All the character models are fail cast or fine cast if you still, yes, so yeah, some of the bits are still a bit bent purely because fail cast doesn't like to be reshaped. I've tried on many occasions with previous jobs. Fail cast is resin, so the normal way to deal with bent or warped resin is you heat it up either with a hairdryer or with hot water. You reshape it, you either let it cool naturally or you put it in cold water, which sort of resets it in the new shape. I've found that repeatedly foul cast won't do this. It will always return to, if not its bent shape, to almost its bent shape, regardless of how many times you do the reheating and reshaping process. So there's a couple of axes that are still slightly warped. I've tried my best. This fail cast stuff, the sooner Games Workshop just gets rid of it and either goes back to doing whatever miniatures is doing in white metal, which I found with the Catachans, or just goes everything to plastic. Fail cast was a mistake. Enough said. Anyway, so what we have here in front, we have the four, I think they're called Masters of the Chapter. Each one is a different company commander, and they will have individual titles like Master of the Fleet, Master of the Watch, I think Master of the Armory, a few others. And each one is slightly different. So I think we've got this guy here, I believe, is Master of the Watch, because he has keys, and with his power axe and storm shield. As you see, the power axe is a bit warped, and you can tell these came out in 4th edition. You can tell these are 4th edition sculpts because they're not quite as crisp and fluid as the new stuff. I mean, this probably was sculpted using green stuff, unlike the new stuff, which is all done in CAD. We have this guy. I think this guy's Master of the Armory because he has a bolt round and he has reinforced almost Mark III armour, which is very cool. I think this guy's one of my favourites. Love the power fist holding the helmet. Now this is my favourite of the four. I believe this is Master of the Forge, So what I've done is I painted the tabard at the front as it would be a leather work apron for a blacksmith. And I really love the helmet on this guy. And he's an iron hand as well. So, and then we've got this guy here. I have no idea which one this one is. I think he was Master of the Fleet, although I could be wrong. But yeah. So then we go back to some ones at the back. These were built by the client, so it's just a Vanguard veteran. And this has some aftermarket, has an aftermarket torso, I believe it's Cromlech, and a Cromlech Stormbolter, and a Cromlech chainsword. But I just really like the pose in this one. This is a really good pose. And you'll notice that a number of them are doing pointy. This one has got, I think, Cromlech legs and a Cromlech Stormbolter. And you see there's an iron snake. This is a really nice example of kit bashing using a mix of assault marine legs with the Deathwatch kit, and I believe the arm is actually Primaris arm, and he's a Space Wolf, even though he's got what looks like a Dark Angel token or fetish hanging from his wrist. Here we have it. What has got that is a nice use of a Terminator Storm Shield with the Vanguard veteran kit. The hand is slightly outsized, but not a lot you can do about that. And then we have this guy here. This guy, apparently this chapter's called the Shark's Jaws, never heard of them. Apparently they are a thing. But yeah, this is just a really nice pose, so I thought I'd put that one in. So, here we have, I believe this guy, he's called the Executioner, something like that. And again, slight warping on the axe, not a lot I can do about that, thanks to Failcast. And obviously the jump pack is a plastic one, not the one that comes with the kit, which is very Horus Heresy, from what I remember. Then we have the Librarian. Now this one, I've never painted this one before, and I really like the scarring across the face and the psychic energy that's actually been moulded onto the axe instead of having to paint it. So yeah, that one's cool. And then we have this guy here, Tech Marine. Now I did this Tech Marine when he first came out, again, 4th edition, and he was in white metal and he was a bitch to build, and I can only imagine, because obviously I didn't build this guy, Failcast would have been even worse, because there were still lots of gates and other bits and bobs from the resin casting process left all over this. So yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I had to quickly stop the video there. Someone was at the door, and then obviously the last bit here is the flamer from the Space Marine just tacked onto one of the arms. So yeah, that was a really good job. So yeah, that's been working on for the past couple of weeks since beginning of the year. Hopefully there'll be lots more videos coming. I have had a surprise package from something I wasn't expecting, which was nice. So there'll be videos coming out on that. My next job starts in February, so my next job is, or my next task is to get ready my army for the DBG CG Initiative tournament, which is on the 8th of February. So I'm either going to take my Catachans again, or I might be working on something else. Hopefully if I can get it painted in time. Well, let's face it, I've got 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll get it painted in time. So, without further ado, please check the links in the description for the Patreon and our affiliates and our sponsors, all that cool and groovy stuff. and the Facebook pages and all that, and like and subscribe on all of those and on this video, and share it with all your friends and all the usual stuff. And as usual, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.